Hey, you little turd. How you doing? How you doing, man? Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sure, pal. Yeah.
I can't tell. I think Gilbert might have even gotten fatter since we left. So.
I don't know. Gilbert's just letting himself fall apart.
Yeah.
He doesn't care anymore.
Well, ever since Gilbert had his near-death experience with his appendix bursting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to live anymore.
Yeah. What have I been doing with my life?
You know, why am I so vain and worried about how thin I am?
Yeah. I've been worrying about my looks for way too long.
Yeah. He's so self-conscious. Gilbert Gottfried tonight at Club Benet in Sayreville, New Jersey.
Oh, at the great Club Benet.
Yeah, that should be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You hate your job as much as I do?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Do you hate going on stage?
Yes.
You do, right?
Yeah.
I hate this.
But at least Gilbert can pick up women.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, at least he's single and can, like, maybe have a sexual experience out of it. I know I'd love this job if I was single. I would be here every day with bells on.
This would be your reason to be.
My raison d'etre.
Hollywood Reporter interviewed me as one of the people who comedy is his first love. Stand-up comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And you, of course, don't argue with them.
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
You're just happy to be interviewed.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, comedy is my first love.
Yeah.
It's my only love.
I hate films and TV.
All right. You would love to just do, like, a little film work, a little TV work, and not have to perform at the clubs for a living. But it just doesn't seem to be happening for you either.
But no, it's my first love.
How come you aren't at the comedy festival?
Because he knows that it doesn't pay squat, and you never get anything out of it. Tell Jackie. Yeah.
I met Jaffe. Charles Jaffe.
Gilbert didn't get his quote exactly right. He said that stand-up comedy was his favorite art form, and except when the movies was handing him a check, and that was his favorite art form.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to that Montreal Comedy Fest?
Oh, yeah.
Now, why don't you? Would you explain to Jackie why you don't? You know, Jackie's a weird guy. Jackie was like playing strip clubs when I met him. He might, if he was lucky, he was making $20,000 a year.
Yeah.
And he comes here. He's doing great. He's making money. His club appearances are always full. I got to leave for 2 days to go to the Montreal Festival. I was invited. I've been waiting my whole life to be invited. So he goes.
Charles Jaffe saw me, and he's only semi-retired now.
Yeah, right.
So he could still get me work.
And Jackie was all pumped up because everyone in the industry's there. This could be it. This could be it. So, of course, they invite him.
Pack my bags, honey.
Jackie,
I'm leaving the Stern Show.
Yeah, Jackie envisions they've invited him because he's now a great comic. They've invited him because
he's recognized as a comedian.
He knows the Montreal
Smirnoff canceled out at the last minute.
Yeah. But Jackie's invited because he works on the show, and they probably figure, hey, he's going to mention it on the program. Yeah. So Jackie goes up there and he says to me, every big person's going to be up there, and I've been invited, so I can miss 2 days of work. Real work that actually makes a career for me.
Morty from Letterman's supposed to be there. He didn't say hello to me, but he's still there.
Isn't it depressing? Like all the comics are wondering where Morty from Letterman is. Well,
I'm looking for him.
Morty from Letterman's running around looking for some Tukey. I'm looking for a girl to spread her legs. Hi, baby. How you doing? Hey, Morty, look at me. It's Jackie. How about a shot? Meanwhile, then you get a shot on Letterman. It does nothing for you. Nothing happens afterwards.
Times have changed. Those days of Johnny Carson where you make the one appearance and you're an overnight success, those are gone.
Yeah, that happened after David Brenner did it. David Brenner went on to the Tonight Show and they made $10 million the next day. Yeah. And ever since then, no one allows that anymore. He ruined it for everyone. Ever since then, nobody takes that seriously.
People said that shouldn't happen. Let's have laws against it.
Right.
Well, now there are
but you go to
like 50 Letterman appearances.
Yeah.
60 Carsons.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. No
Dennis Wolfberg, 900 appearances on Carson. Still playing zanies. Stupid guy's eyes have to be operated on every week, just a little on cross.
All right.
Jackie's waiting for the break. Yeah, went up to Montreal, man.
I was invited.
And he doesn't even get to be on the big Showtime special.
I know it's a tough concept for you, but I enjoy going.
No, I know you did. But I would enjoy going. Like, I'd like to leave here for 3 days.
Sure.
But I know this job is great for me, so I stay.
And it might hurt Jackie.
If I did that. But that he don't think of. So, of course, he thinks that everyone's going to see him there and that something's going to happen.
He's waiting. One of these days is going to happen. He'll go somewhere.
You'll see.
I'm
49 years old. It could happen.
Montreal Comedy Fest appearance. One day he's going to finally get discovered.
Well, who was there who saw me? Charles Joffe.
And he kind of nodded his head.
Yeah, I see, but he fell asleep during most of it. It was pretty late for him.
He needed oxygen.
Yeah.
I met journalists from everywhere.
Yeah.
He's in New York. Why does he need journalists in Chicago?
I don't know. He just needs it. He
I
needs
spoke
it.
to the Toronto Free Press.
Yeah, that's pretty good, you know, because I would like to be known over there.
Now he's Jackie International, by the way.
So, and then, of course, the big thing, the reason why a lot of the bigger comics go to it is because Showtime tapes a special there.
Right.
Which is totally absurd, too, because the comics don't even get paid. Showtime just takes their talents for free.
Gets another special out
right.
of it.
So, and they don't even get any plugs or anything. So a lot of the big comics go there to be a part of the special. But Jackie, of course, is appearing at Nasty Night, which is a club for all the dirty comics. And so he doesn't even get to be on the special. I mean, if I was Jackie, I'd be like, hey, you want me to come? I want to be on the special.
Yeah.
A Canadian hooker is walking down the street. See, I changed my material for where I'm playing.
Yeah, because I know I'm playing to a Canadian crowd.
A Northwest mounted policeman goes to a whorehouse.
Yeah. Do they have whorehouses in Canada, Robin?
A draft dodger goes to a hooker.
This is a guy who wanted to avoid the Vietnam War.
And while he's there, he's horny, so he goes to a hooker.
Oh, you guys.
Prime Minister Trudeau, when he was in office, looks up his wife's dress and she's not wearing panties. So he turns to her and he says, I can either have sex with you or that chicken over there. So the talking monkey says,
Oh, a hockey player goes to a whorehouse.
Meanwhile, Charles Joffe's...
I made that up.
Woody, is that you?
He's like Woody. Woody was good. I don't know. I don't get it.
Well, he had a good time. That's the most.
I had a good time, though.
It was great.
It's wonderful.
It was really good. We had a good
I
time.
had so much fun in my life.
Yeah.
The whole comedy community was there.
Gilbert, who's in that comedy community? Gilbert, tell Jackie, educate him. Why don't you go to that?
Because I don't want to meet the comedy community. They do nothing for you.
Yeah. It only depresses you, right?
Tom Benet's not going to put you in a movie.
And neither is the comedy community.
At least somebody pays him. Hey, Gilbert, so, in other words, if you had your druthers...
My druthers, yes.
You would rather just not be doing the stand-up comedy at this point. You've done it long enough. You've proven yourself in that arena.
But then I'd still go back to the Club Benet because that's where my roots are.
Yeah, you should stay in touch with the people. Hey, you would love it if you had like a hit television series or something. Do you ever sit and write like a script or something?
No.
No?
No, I'm the only person who doesn't.
Yeah, you're waiting for a script. Me
He's
too.
waiting for somebody to develop a script.
Right.
Everybody else has a script.
I developed my scripts myself.
The idea of me having a girlfriend was my idea.
Right. I invented a whole new sitcom arena. My name is Jerry Seinfeld.
It's a show about nothing.
Most of it takes place in my apartment.
Right.
That was never done before.
Based on real-life experiences.
I did a sitcom without a sit.
Right.
The idea of being in an apartment with a next-door neighbor, the honeymoon is never tried.
Oh, Lucy.
All in the family would never dare risk something like that.
Yeah, imagine having the whole show take place in an apartment.
Talk about breaking barriers.
Yeah.
I go to a Chinese restaurant one.
Right.
It's just rich with comic possibilities.
I invented the concept of neighbors. Who had neighbors on their show before this?
On my show, you hear laughing after I say a funny line.
Right.
No other show has done that.
Never. We have a live audience.
They put makeup on me before I go on camera. No other actor has ever worn makeup. It was my idea.
Ricky Ricardo invented the 5-camera shoot, but I invented makeup.
Well, he does live in an apartment, you guys forget.
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Yeah.
All right. We got to do news. Gilbert's here. He's going to be at Club Benet, by the way, tonight in Sayreville.
And USA Up All Night.
Is that tonight?
I don't know. It's on every Saturday.
I know I'm on tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday
That's
night
right.
on the E! Network. And don't ask me what shows are
I'm
airing.
giving you guys a break. I'm not doing any television this
There
week.
you go, Miss Television Day, not looking for plugs. Fred, do I need to take a commercial break before I...
Absolutely.
Okay, there you go. I don't want to rush you.
Right, all right.
All right, there he is, Fred Norris, King of Mars. You take over, Fred. All right. Go ahead, take your time.
You're listening.
Siemens
Tell me about Siemens.
Well, Siemens is really great. Siemens, for over 60 years, Siemens is the package store. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, first of all, you know that Siemens is the Northeast's largest furniture retailer, 22 giant stores in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, Siemens. Now, let's say you went into a fine department store and saw these beautiful couches and things like that. Something Gilbert could use because he has lawn furniture in his apartment. And he's not a weird guy. It's just he's too cheap to buy real furniture. I've heard about your apartment. Do you still have lawn furniture?
Well, now I have a hose there, too, and one of those, like, blow-up pools.
Oh, you know what he did? He just got one of those statues.
Yeah.
One of those statues you're putting in.
Oh, that's right.
You got an inflatable pool in there?
Yeah.
That must be pretty nice now.
Oh, yeah.
Not a big one.
No.
And some flamingos.
Anyway, Siemens, let's say you go into a beautiful fine department store, you see one of those beautiful couches, and you see, oh, it costs a fortune just for a couch. You go into Siemens for the same amount of money, not only do you find the same exact couch, but you would get like a complete five-piece living room set for about the price of just one sofa. All right? You would get an additional love seat and 3 matching tables, or you'd get a 5-piece bedroom for about the price of a bed. You get a dresser, a mirror, a headboard, and 2 night tables. And it's really good stuff, good high-quality stuff. For 60 years, Siemens is a sensible way to a beautiful home. All right, hot
Trust
prices.
me, I know.
Hot prices, hot selections, hot values. Siemens is hot. Make your purchase with no money down, and no payments, or no finance charges till November with a $500 or more purchase. See stores for details. Every package in Siemens' $40 million inventory is on sale. The savings are heating up. Many items are being offered at these low prices for the very first time. Yes, if you've been thinking about new furniture, now is the time to see Siemens first. Robin, we're going to talk about EMCO.
Again?
Yes. Listen, now, stop what you're doing. Because
Seems like a minute ago that we talked about it.
You know, I had a meeting the other day. I got to tell you how enjoyable it was. I met with the guys from EMCO, and I meet with used car dealers. I'm ready to shoot myself. But these guys are not like used car dealers. They're really not. They have set up a dealership.
Why is Gilbert laughing?
Gilbert's laughing because I just told him about these guys during the commercial. And he can't, he was laughing at me because I like used car dealers so much. No, let me tell you what happened.
You must be tickling him.
I am. I'm tickling his ass with a feather. Oh, excuse me, particularly nasty weather?
Particularly nasty weather! A
EMCO.
Northwest Mounted policeman's having his ass tickled with a feather.
EMCO is so great. Let me tell you why they're different. Imagine a used car that comes with 100% no questions asked money back guarantee with no fine print. These guys sat me down. They said, Howard, look, here's our problem. Used car dealers have a really bad reputation. They have a horrible reputation, and rightly so, because when you go to them, you never know what you're getting. But what if we could sell a car to you, a used car, just like when you buy a new car? What if you had that new car confidence? Well, here's what they decided to do at EMCO. Every vehicle at EMCO, before it gets sold to you, gets a comprehensive 66-point inspection done by an independent team of qualified inspectors. What that means is that EMCO doesn't do the inspection, an independent team does it. They pay to have these cars inspected. Therefore, if these cars pass inspection, it's not EMCO's inspection they're passing, but a separate guy, okay? Now, next, what do they do, Robin?
Next?
Gilbert is laughing because this is a very hard commercial to explain to people. You know, people don't understand how exciting this new concept is.
Absolutely. Now you can buy a used car with confidence. Gilbert, I'm seeing you laughing.
I hate Gilbert. All right, anyway.
The next thing is they put a warranty on it, Howard.
A warranty just like with the new car. You get a 6-month, 6,000-mile warranty included in the price at no additional cost to you. And if that's not enough, there's a 15-day, 1,000-mile unconditional money-back guarantee. You don't even get that with the new car, damn it.
That's right. What more could they do?
A 15-day, 1,000-mile guarantee. You can return the car. If you drive that car for 15 days and you don't like it, you can return it. EMCO. EMCO. Remember the name, and for the location near you, really, you're going to love buying a used car from these guys because it's like buying a new car. 1-800-809-AUTO. 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 Look for EMCO security blanket seal on the next used vehicle that you buy. If it's not there, you're not covered. 1-800-809-AUTO. Where's Vince Coleman? I need him to throw a firecracker down my throat.
92.3 Cable. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
See, people fax me, Jackie comes in this morning, I got a great review over at that comedy. Then people fax me the bad review we got.
Oh, he only brought you the good one.
I didn't see more than one.
You got a bad review.
I would have given it all to you, pal.
No, you got a bad review, but I'm not going to read it.
Oh, come on.
No. It's not good for you.
Come on.
But I just want you to know that I protect you.
Please read it.
No, I'm not going to read it because you're going to be hurt, and you're much more talented than what this guy thinks.
Oh.
Can't hurt me.
It could hurt you.
Couldn't hurt me.
No one will ever go see one of your shows again if I read this. No, Jackie, seriously, you got a great review in Montreal. What do you care? He did. The Montreal newspaper gave him an unbelievable review. This guy doesn't know squat. That's all. You get bad reviews, right?
No, never.
Oh.
They all love me.
You want to hear it, Jackie?
Sure.
Really?
Sure.
Are you going to get upset?
Of course. If I wouldn't get upset, there'd be no show.
If it'll upset you, he won't read it.
Robin, do you want to hear it?
Of course.
Well, I was going to read it after, but if you don't mind reading it in front of you.
Well, I don't know if Jackie really wants me to read it. Seriously, Jack, do you?
I would love you to read it.
All right.
Whatever's best for the show. That's the way I look at it.
This year's winner of the Milton Berle What Light Award goes to Jackie Martling.
What light?
With a time of 42 minutes, Jackie went over his allotted time by so much they had to get Eddie Griffin on the phone to talk him off. I haven't sat through a set that long since Judy Tenuta did her last 6-minute spot on Letterman. That's not good.
That is not a bad review.
How do you figure?
I'm afraid to see what his good review was.
No, he really got a great review out of the newspaper up there. He really did. It was, and the other guys
You know
got
what that is, what you're reading right there?
No.
That's a sheet that's written by one of the comedians. They put out a sheet each day during the festival, and it's a total goof.
All right, well, they're saying nice stuff about Adam Sandler and Richard Belzer. The best location to watch the show is in the secluded land with Alan Harvey, Richard Belzer, Charles Jaffe, Rick Newman, Kevin Pollak.
See, I told you Jaffe was there.
It doesn't look like a goof to me. I don't know. But you don't. Oh,
you
you're
don't
oh,
understand
it is
the comedy
All right.
community.
No, you're right. It is. It's a goof. No, you're right. Here, seriously.
You want to see the one from the next day?
All right, let him read his good one. Go ahead, read a couple of lines from their good one.
No.
Go ahead.
It's not a review. It's too hard to explain.
So read your good review.
No, it's not a review. It's
Read the good one.
Oh, the good review.
Read his good review. Listen to this.
Let Gilbert read it.
Who?
Let Gilbert read it.
No, you read it. You be proud of it.
Just give us a couple of the
Give
best
me the
lines.
best line.
From the one I showed you. Best attuned to the new taboos, probably because he is the only genuinely witty comedian in the current nasty show, is American Jackie Martling. Early in his show, after scabrously offensive remarks about blacks and Jews, he stops to muse, have I left anybody out? Have I offended the Orientals yet? He certainly doesn't forget the gay community, which he ridicules with several jokes based on the supposed popularity of live gerbils as a sexual prop.
There's these two gerbils, Ike and Mike. They live in a man's colon.
To a Jew.
They crawl into a Jewish gay man.
Now,
But read one of the big lines. Go ahead. The guy gave you a lot of nice comments.
at first glance, Martling seems to be no more than a young blonde version.
Young. Is he watching the right show?
Was he far back in the crowd?
I don't know.
Did he tell him you're 49?
No.
Go ahead, yeah. A young blonde Adonis.
Version of a Borscht Belt comedian taking cheap shots at women and minorities. He makes it clear in a number of asides that his remarks aren't directed at groups themselves, but at the sanctimonious...
But I love the gay people, ladies and gentlemen.
I make fun of them because I love them.
We kid because
I'm a nice guy.
So the point is, it goes on and on and on for Power Guys.
It's very nice.
Because you don't want to give the impression that you got a negative review. All right, very good. By the way, Gilbert's going to be at Club Benet tonight in Sayreville if you want to go see him. And Robin, let's get to some news. Gilbert, you know how this game is played.
Yes.
All right, very
very
good.
good at it, so you don't have to tell him.
Bill Maher invented this part of our program called Police Forever. Yeah,
The creator.
the creator of this program. Have you seen that?
Oh, no.
Yeah, they almost tried to ruin Robin's career on that show. Yeah, you don't get the Comedy Channel, do you?
No.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Gilbert wouldn't pay that extra $1. What are you,
But
crazy?
it's well worth it.
You don't even have cable, do you?
Yeah, I'm getting
do?
it in any day now.
No, do you have it?
He probably can't see up
Seriously,
all
do you
night.
have it?
No.
You don't really?
No.
Why?
I don't know.
He won't pay for it.
I never got around to doing it.
Do you have rabbit ears on your TV set?
Yeah, well,
I have a clothes hanger.
I'm not going to tell you who was up at his apartment and saw it. Lorenzo. But he said Gilbert had rabbit ears on his TV and doesn't even have a VCR. And you would really enjoy a VCR, right? I mean, you would get to
I have a VCR.
Oh, you do?
Of course, you're listening to Ratso. That's your first mistake.
I heard you didn't have one.
Yeah.
Oh, or you just got one or something. Like it was a new thing. But he has rabbit ears.
These newfangled VCRs.
But he doesn't have cable. He has rabbit ears from a real rabbit.
Well, doesn't he know that won't work?
No, that's why he has no reception.
No wonder there's only fuzz on his TV.
I don't know. Well, he just got out of his mother's apartment.
Yeah, his mother had
just last week.
Now, how long have you been living on your own? Like 3 years?
No, longer.
Really? Was it 4?
I don't know. In a month.
No, it's about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
now.
I have no idea.
You do too.
Yeah.
Who's cheaper, you or Ratso?
Yeah, you guys have some race going.
Yeah.
I'm coming out of your house, but I don't want to pay for the train fare. His entire job at National Lampoon used to be to get free perks.
Right.
No, he had no purpose there. No one read the magazine. It was like on one newsstand.
I know.
But he could get like free dinner out of it,
Free stuff.
sweatshirts.
What else? What's in the news, Robin?
Well, we talked a little bit about Vince Coleman, of course. He finally met the press yesterday to talk about the incident that has been in the news all week, his throwing of a firecracker.
I threw the firecracker. What grammar this guy has.
A crowd of onlookers who were just trying to get autographs from baseball.
I didn't know the thing was going to explode.
After I lit it.
I was showing her my split pitch, and I done split her finger.
So anyway, he...
So I blind one little girl. Does that make me a bad person?
I thought it was a real cherry when I lit it, and I didn't know that it was a cherry bomb.
When sparks started shooting out, I was as surprised as anyone.
Did you see? They actually? I think they did this to goof on him.
Of course they did. When the guy said fractured syntax, you knew what he was doing.
This guy. Did you see his speech? Vince Coleman's speech?
Oh no.
Give me the front page of the day. Let me do a little read on it, Bob, before you play the actual tape.
I fractured my syntax.
This is I'm exactly reading.
Yes.
Okay. Most of the people.
They don't write it like that. Go ahead.
Most of people doesn't know athletes on a personal level. Now, come on. Am I making this up?
No, you're not.
All right.
I would like to say that I wonder why the Post cleaned it up for him.
I don't know.
If you look at the transcript in the Post,
Yeah.
It's written in proper English.
I know. That's weird. He sounds like a cherry bomb went off in his mouth.
Maybe that's what happened.
The cherry bomb done went off in my teeth.
You think she was hurt?
Listen to this next sentence.
You know, when the interviewer was interviewing him, he said, excuse me, what is MOFA? MOFA, people? What exactly is MOFA, Mr. Coleman?
They only know what the media had portrayed us to be. I personally, in the last few days, have been betrayed as an insensitive and non-caring athlete. Betrayed. I have been betrayed by the media.
I'm disgusted.
Is this supposed to be, I've been portrayed by the media?
Yes, I think.
I've been betrayed by the media. I have been betrayed in the media as a man who do not like the people. Well, I just want to say this. I don't like what they says in the media.
Allow me to testify to multiplication.
You're doing that for Gilbert. Read the man's words. They're bad enough.
All right.
I am beyond instigation.
Well, why don't we just play the tape?
Right.
The tape isn't as funny.
Everyone was saying that he missed out by not saying he was sorry, but here's a little bit of what he had to say.
I want everyone to know that I realized my actions on July 24th was very inappropriate. Sincerely, I never had any intentions on hurting or harming anyone. Amanda was standing outside the gate trying to get a glimpse of a ball player. But today, I would like to give her a glimpse of a true friend and a loving father.
They didn't play. They didn't give you a good clip.
No, the good ones aren't in there.
Because here's what he said.
Yeah.
Ready? Since the incident occurred, I haven't slept, nor have I been able to sleep, concentrate on anything else.
Of course, I was on speed at the time.
No speed. He did this all on his own.
Yeah.
Can't sleep.
Can't even blame it. But I just wonder where he learned English. I mean, he must have grown up in a foreign country.
Well, nobody gets to interview this guy.
I haven't slept because I can't figure out how to operate the body in a sleeping fashion. No one explained that to me.
How do I know to
Holmes has
breathe?
not taught me that yet.
Wait a minute. I close my eyes and I lie down and I don't do nothing.
I tell you one thing, if we wins dependent, I'd be blowing up school buses with dynamite.
Well, the thing that most fascinated me
Yeah.
was that he drags his wife and kids out. Now, they weren't with him at the time he perpetrated this incident, but they were with him.
See, my daughter's in the hospital because I threw some dynamite at her.
What was
Yeah,
great
my
about
kids
it,
have survived many an explosion.
the Daily News had a good picture. They had the picture of him and his wife and kid on the back page, and then in the middle, they had a picture of him back in April at Scores, the strip club, with 2 white strippers on it, with him with a big smile on his face.
Now, which picture does he want Amanda to see?
I don't know.
You can imagine how shocked I was when 2 white naked women fell in my lap.
And made me smile beyond belief.
Being a good fielder, I caught him.
Yeah. I caught them before they fell to the floor and laying in my lap.
But here's his wife. She also gave a speech.
We
Lynette.
love our kids. We love children individual. We are sorry and would like everyone to realize that.
What are we sorry about, honey? Oh, that firecracker thing, that's it.
She got 2 other toe on her feet.
She got another eye.
Yeah.
What was her face doing so near the firecracker in the first place?
Why don't her parents scoop her up when they see smoke?
That's what I do.
I should sue them.
And did she make another statement, Howard?
Yes, she did, Robin. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, she did, Robin. She made this statement, which I think you'll find fascinating.
All right.
Sometimes what we conceive as having fun is not perceived or even end up that way.
What?
It's something not to laugh or joke about. We're very sincere, so sorry for the entire incident that has occurred.
See, usually you throw a firecracker in a little girl's face, you think it's going to be funny. Some people have a different sense of humor.
Well, looky there. There goes her ear.
Oops.
Whoopee.
Well, what are you going to
I thought we had another quote from his wife.
You did?
But I don't see it here. Fred, where's my other quote from his wife?
I think Freddie has it.
Well, we used to have it here.
Is that it, Fred?
I see the... See
Fred has
these.
something.
Let me see. Is that the quote from his wife?
They're going to call more filthy, but the system
Yeah.
is dirty. The system is filthy.
There it is.
Anytime you drop a bomb on somebody, you is cold, you is insensitive, you is sick, you dirty.
Well, she's right.
Yeah. I will be back right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show.
Okay, let me talk to you about Dial-A-Mattress, 1-800-MATT.
Amco again?
No. I just looked at Gilbert. I was passed out. Oh, it's been a long week. I mean, I've been writing this book, so it's been a long week.
Is Gilbert in the book?
Yeah. You know what I put in of Gilbert?
What?
I was doing a whole thing on comedians, and I was writing about Dennis Miller.
Yeah.
And then I remembered that Gilbert and I had called Dennis Miller, or spoke to Dennis Miller on the phone while he had his baby with him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Gilbert and I tried to seduce his baby, and we tried to. We talk about that in the
And
book.
then a woman, I think, wrote to the FCC saying, and they had a comedian, Gilbert Gottfried, who was talking about a baby's testicle.
Yeah, I put that in the book. So you're in the book. Maybe our Vince Coleman stuff will get in there, too. I guess I could put this Roman candle in this infant's buttock.
Of course, I think it would be funny.
Yeah. Anyway, let me tell you about this Dial-A-Mattress. Don't you want to hear about the infant's buttocks and the Roman candle? Thank you. Look, let me tell you about this Dial-A-Mattress. 1-800-MATTRES. 24 hours a day, it is there for you, Dial-A-Mattress. I don't know what. Have you ever called?
All the time.
No, seriously, have you ever called them?
No.
No?
No, I've
Do you
never
have a
tried.
mattress?
No.
You probably don't even have a
Do
mattress.
you have a bed, Gilbert?
I lie a sheet down on the floor.
That's what I thought. Dial-A-Mattress is so great because you get delivery in 2 hours, even on weekends, and it's 60% cheaper than department store prices. I don't know where you buy your mattress, but please just make this one simple phone call before you do. 1-800-MATTRES. 24 hours a day, they're there for you, including Saturdays and Sundays till midnight, and they don't ruin your lifestyle. If you have to go to work during the week, well, fine, they'll deliver at night. If you have to go work weeknights, they'll deliver on weekends, whatever you want. And they don't keep you waiting around all day. You specify the time, and they're there. You want to pay by personal check? Go ahead. Credit card, fine. No questions asked. And if you don't like what you see in the mattress for any reason, pay upon approval. Are these name brand mattresses? Of course they are. Sealy Posturepedic, Serta, Perfect Sleeper, Simmons, Beauty Rest. All of them. Waterbeds, futons, bunk beds, Murphy bed.
Murphy bed.
That's right, Murphy bed.
Murphy bed.
Remember, if you're a newlywed, between now and September 5th, get a 10% extra discount from Dial a Mattress on orders placed before July 31st. Just tell the betting consultant when you order that you are a newlywed, and you must show your wedding invitation to the driver, and I'm sure he can read your thing and check out, make sure you're okay.
What do they say? What do you hand me
What are
this
you implying
invitation?
that Vince Coleman?
He might be working for Dial a Mattress.
Maybe I could throw a firecracker during your wedding.
Hey, Gilbert thinks he's so funny. Gilbert just told me he's going to get married just to save a few bucks on his 1-800-Mattress. Up more than 3,000 pair of name-brand inline skates by Rollerblade, Kinetics, and Bauer. That's right, over 3,000 pair of inline skates have been additionally reduced to their lowest price ever. And listen to this. With every adult skate purchased, receive a pair of Kevlar skating gloves and a pair of knee pads. That's $50 worth of accessories, absolutely free. Hey, Gilbert, you know, seriously, you're getting out of shape. Why don't you take up, like, rollerblading?
Okay.
No, would you ever try something like that, or is that, like, completely ridiculous?
Yeah, no, that I would see myself doing.
You really wouldn't try something fun like that?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would try that.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
But
I
you would
can't
not?
even master those old roller skates.
Me
The type
neither.
that used to fit over your shoe.
Yeah, and I got a feeling rollerblades are a lot harder.
My feet would always go sideways. And
Are rollerblades harder, Robin, than those regular skates?
Yes, they are.
They are, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I can
he had
master
trouble
it.
with those.
I did,
Yeah,
too.
rollerblading.
Because
Oh,
it's
you
like
did
ice
not.
skating.
Imagine Gilbert as a kid trying to master anything to fit in with the rest of the kids. Yeah, right. Hold on, wait.
Wait for me.
You must have gotten beat up a lot as a kid, right? You're like me.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I get beat up now.
By Fred. Fred doesn't like Jews.
No.
But that's not all. This summer's blowout includes huge discounts on all children's skates, like the Blade Runner, sold regularly for $90, now only $19.95. Wow, that's a great price. A $90 skate for $19.95, the Blade Runner. Why pay more? Every skate is on sale, and you can even demo them free in their indoor skating area. Don't miss out on the Princeton Ski Shop's blowout summer sale, going on now at all Princeton ski locations in New York, New Jersey, and Long Island. For further info, call 1-800-ALL-SKIS, 1-800-ALLSKIS, 1-800-ALL-SKIS.
92.3 K-Rock. We're back with the Howard Stern Show.
Hey, Fa Foley went out and bought me Oxy 10.
Oh, did he?
I thought there was an Oxy 5.
Well, Oxy has grown up.
I never get zits. I got a zit. You see the zit right here, like in the middle of my nose? You see that?
Yeah.
My nose is hideous enough. I don't need a zit. I've never once bought a pimple medication. Have you?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. When I was a teenager.
Really?
They never worked.
I know this can't possibly work. Should I put it on, Robin?
Go ahead. See what happens.
Oh, look, it's the color of my skin. A putrid vomit color. This zit is like an iceberg.
Is that one of those inside pimples?
Yeah, 90% below the surface?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an iceberg pimple.
Yeah, oh, those are the worst.
Yeah, that's what I got. Because you can't hardly see it, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a bump. Can you see it a lot?
It's like on your nose. Yeah.
No, do you see it a lot?
No, not from here.
No? Robin, you see it, right?
The pimple? I've seen it, yes.
And I keep, the reason I have it.
It's casting a shadow. I'm trying to read.
The reason I have it is because I've been taking extra oil into my system because I blew out my eye from the lack of oil.
Well, it's interesting because you have such beautiful skin, as cited by one of those organizations that names the top 10 skinned people.
Yeah, now I lost it.
And I had never seen a blemish or a pimple on your face.
Me neither. But now I have greasy skin from all that stupid evening primrose oil I take. So, how's it look now, Gilbert?
Oh, much better.
I can feel a difference already.
It's tingling.
I watch my nose will disappear and I'll still have a big zit there.
That's right. Your nose will fall off, but the zit will.
Plus, it's your skin color.
I think I think zit cream is just the most hideous thing. One of my college roommates, when I had like 10 of them, used to apply his zit cream every night with this Q-tip.
Oh, no.
And like he would stand in front of the mirror and he'd pull his hair back and then like have his Q-tips and pink, like it looked like almost like calamine lotion, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
And he'd begin to apply it and the guy just was covered in little pink dots. Oh, thank God I always had good skin.
You never even had pimples in high school?
Never. I'm a perfect person.
Oh, yes.
Gilbert, does it look like a big glob on my nose now, or is it pretty well blended in?
See, I didn't notice it before.
Does everything have to be a joke?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm just asking you.
I'm sorry. I should be a lot more sensitive.
Yeah. I was sensitive to you in the hospital.
I think I stepped over the line.
No, do you see it, or is it blended in?
See it.
Is it blended in?
Yes, it's blended in.
Okay. Thanks. Look who I'm looking to for advice.
Maybe it's supposed to be blotchy like your roommate left.
You're asking me.
Yeah, maybe he knew. But meanwhile, he never got rid of his pimples, so.
Yeah, looks good to me.
And the guy looked really awful, and he used to say to me, you know, I'm going to be a really good-looking middle-aged man.
Oh, really? You said that?
Because
what does
I
he
know
look
it.
like now?
That was his whole rap. He looked like a bus hit his face. He goes, but I'm really going to grow into my looks once these pimples disappear. I'd like to see him just see if he still has pimples. None of my old friends get in touch with me. You know, I took a busload of 40 kids cross-country one summer.
And none of them?
Only one kid, this kid, Carrie Preston, got in touch with me.
Really?
Yeah. But none of them ever even called me.
I don't think I ever met Carrie. He never came down here.
Yeah, he did years ago. You met him, actually.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he wasn't very memorable, but...
oh, I do. There was one child who went on the bus trip with you. That I do remember.
And some child. Now he's a grown man. No, he's very memorable. He's a nice kid. Grew up fine. I raised him. And he was the only one, out of all these kids that I took cross-country, not one of them ever called and said, hey, how you doing? I was a camp counselor. None of these kids.
Maybe you didn't impress them. Maybe they didn't like you.
I think they liked me. The first time I was a camp counselor, all the kids hated me. My bunk hated me.
Yeah.
Because I was a disciplinarian. I said, hey, I'm not going to take any nonsense from you creeps. I'm here to get laid. And so I don't want to... I was straight out with them the first... They hated me. None of the parents would even tip me on visiting day. They hated me.
They even wrote home about how awful
they were. Great kids. They were a real good bunk. But I figured, hey, by the way, my father disciplined me. So I was like always yelling at him and stuff. And the kids hated me. I couldn't even get a tip. So I decided when I took the kids cross country...
To be a good guy.
To be a good guy. And they all thought I was a heroin addict. They loved me.
Well, either way, you didn't make many points.
It just seems kind of odd, you know?
I'm telling you, if they didn't contact you...
Even that girl from Princeton who I dated and I was in love with and everything, you think she would have been curious enough to call me even off the air and just say, hey, how you doing?
Why?
I don't know. Just to say hello and say, hey, you know, we once had a relationship and I'm very proud of you. Or I'm not proud of you.
Well, if they weren't proud of you, I don't think they'd call.
I get so upset by it sometimes. I called a friend of mine, Andrea, this girl that I knew in high school and years at I went cross-country with her. She was a co-counselor. And I called her. I called her, and she was a good friend of mine. I used to go over her house every weekend. We're not a lover or anything.
Just a friend.
Friend. Very hard to get lovers back then. And I don't mind telling you.
What do you mean back then?
Yeah. So I...
For Gilbert, the drought continues.
The drought continues.
Yes.
Well, Gilbert's hard to look at. Gilbert's hard on the eyes.
He needs federal aid.
Do you believe Gilbert's famous and has money, and he still can't get girls? That's pathetic. I think even like Rush Limbaugh gets girls.
Well, but I'm going to grow into a middle-aged man.
Yeah. Yeah, wait till your pimples disappear.
Yeah.
So I called her up and I said, hey, how you doing? She lives in Miami now. She's a doctor. I said, hey, Andrea, how you doing? It's Howard. Oh, hi.
Oh, that was the one who was very icy. And
yeah, it was just like, hey, we spent every weekend together. How you doing? Did I do something wrong? No. I'm just very busy now. Hey, what's your number? I'll call you. I'll call you at home. Oh, no, you can reach me here at the hospital. It's like, whoa. Ooh.
Why are you still trying to find... I mean, if you didn't stay in touch...
Because it's exciting that I've made something of myself. For me, it's exciting. I guess they're upset by it. I want to say, hey, here I am. I've arrived.
You're really into that.
I have a very low self-esteem. I have to build myself up every constantly.
I think about this a lot. And I say to myself, you know, I could care less about going back to high school reunions or anything.
You know why? Stuff. No, I don't want to do that either. My high school was too upsetting. I don't want to see everyone that beat me up.
I can understand.
No, but
I had a very nice high school experience.
But I had old friends and stuff. But you see why I want that and you don't. You're single. So you're on the prowl for new relationships, friendships, and stuff like that. Me, I and my wife. So to me, the only life I had before my wife is what I want to revisit. Because that's what she'll let me do.
Kluge.
Right, Kluge.
It's Kluge.
I see.
You're out looking for Kluge.
Yeah.
Black Kluge.
Black Kluge.
Oh, boy, you've already got a kloogie I can get.
Yeah, white kloogie, black kloogie. You ought to hop in the sack with Gilbert. I wonder what, just for a laugh.
Right. That's the way most people would do it.
I wonder if he'd be, how would if Gilbert had a huge penis and he was fantastic in bed?
I wouldn't ever find out.
Yeah.
Oh, Robin, show me your kloogie. Oh, let me touch your kloogie.
All right, anyway, we're doing the
Gilbert
news.
would come back and tell all the comedians I couldn't handle.
By the way, Gilbert is such an idiot that he has been promoting his Club Benet thing for tonight. It's tomorrow night.
Oh,
It is
no.
tomorrow.
I think it might be tomorrow night.
I don't even, that's how...
I think Quiet Riot is there tonight, and
Yeah.
you've sold out their show.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, nobody's available for yours.
Yes.
Are you kidding?
We think it might be tomorrow night. He doesn't
And
know.
nobody's still sure.
No. But Gilbert's going to be either there tonight.
Anyway, call Club Benet, and you'll find out whether I'm there tonight
He's
or
there
tomorrow.
sometime
I
this
think I'm
weekend.
there tonight, but I don't know.
All right.
The importance I put in my stand-up.
I think you're walking through your career, man.
Yes.
Can I tell Robin what you told me during the commercial?
Oh, okay.
So Gilbert does a TV show for USA Network.
Yeah.
Up all night. I got to plug them.
Up all night. So
On
evidently they
Saturday.
got a hold of Gilbert the other night, and they started yelling at him and complaining that he's just walking through his up all night appearances, that he's not
Yeah,
putting
because I
energy
see
into it.
Rhonda Shearer is always promoted everywhere. She's always out doing things, getting her
Yeah.
name in the press. Gilbert, I never hear about.
No, but Gilbert is saying he's not putting any energy into his actual tapings.
Right. Well, she
I
even
don't
gets
say-
publicity from her taping. She's always doing weird stuff.
And
don't
she's
think-
awful.
We'll be back after this with the right intensity.
Yeah, evidently. So Gilbert, I said to Gilbert, well, what are you doing? Are you like slacking off? He goes, no, I'm really trying. That's
No.
That's the worst part about
That
it.
is
because
terrible.
I'm really trying hard.
Yeah.
Gilbert.
Gilbert, maybe you lost it.
I know.
Gee, imagine you're not up to the scary talents of the USA Network. So many enlightened individuals there who seem to really know about television.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I guarantee you, you're probably doing just fine. They just don't
I'll
know
have
what...
to watch, and maybe I can give you a little.
I don't say,
critique.
and now back to the movie with the sincerity that I should.
It's a stupid gig. You ought to lose that.
What is that doing for you, Gilbert? Is it doing anything?
I'm sure it's not giving them any money.
Yeah. I'm getting a USA T-shirt out of it.
What do you get? Like a minimal amount of pay.
Yeah.
It's not even that big a deal, but it's TV at least.
Sometimes they give me USA T-shirts and they expect me to wear them.
All right.
That's maybe what you're not doing.
Yes.
All right, Robin, what else is in the news?
Well, there's a couple other sports figures
That-
making news today, Howard.
The president's trying to find out whether Gilbert's at Club Benet tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Reds pitcher Tom Browning was arrested yesterday and charged with possession of marijuana in Burlington, Kentucky.
I thought
I
it was
did
a
not-
firecracker.
I did not throw a firecracker, however.
Apparently he was...
Why don't you arrest the people throwing the firecrackers, not the people with the marijuana?
Yeah.
Browning was charged with being stopped after being stopped for improperly passing another vehicle on Interstate 275. The officer who stopped him said he smelled marijuana in the car and called for a drug-sniffing dog.
Excuse me, officer. This here is an accident. I was on LSD.
They brought the dog in, and of course that confirmed that there was marijuana around.
I never
They
met that
found
dog before in my life, officer.
less than 8 ounces of marijuana in the car.
That dog is claiming that he know me, but he don't know me.
Why do all these dog and police go after baseball players when they're a dangerous criminal out there?
Browning has been charged with possession of marijuana, which carries a maximum penalty of 1 year in jail and a $500 fine.
I would like to make a statement to the press about my recent arrest. Most of the people don't know athlete on a personal level. The only way they know us is the media portrayed us. And that is all I have to say about it.
Well, a spokesman for the Reds says they don't know anything about the charges. Also
Hey,
in the news?
who did dog here? Fido, you got rolling paper?
Cleveland Indians pitcher Bobby Ojeda is undergoing psychiatric treatment in Baltimore as part of his recovery from that boating accident that killed 2 teammates in the spring.
Doctor, I might need your help. I'm really cracking up from the boating accident. Well, looky here. Let me check your chart
What you need to do is get yourself a firecracker.
and get right back into the thick of it. Immediately. without hesitation. Once a baseball player starts to think about his actions, you'll be in big trouble.
Without masturbation. You gotta go right ahead.
Let me tell you, Bobby, It am a tough concept. Don't get plastered and drive into things.
And the NFL apparently has decided to suspend New York Giants starting guard Eric Moore for violating the league's substance abuse policy by possessing anabolic steroids.
I took them so I could get bigger for the game.
I got these anabolic steroids.
The length of the suspension is not clear.
The length of my suspension is none of your business.
Although it is rumored to be 9 inches.
Yeah. If my wife is happy with the length of my suspension, then it's none of your business whether you is happy or not.
Hey, Robin, are there any athletes left that just play the game? You ain't about in nothing?
That seems to be passé.
Yeah. I didn't know you wasn't allowed to have firecrackers and throw them at the fan.
My mistake.
There's been another whirlpool.
You can imagine mouth again.
Quiet, Gilbert. I'm trying to move on now.
You know, back then, Lou Gehrig started it by sniffing glue. And then I've been following ever since.
Lou Gehrig sniffed glue?
Oh, yeah. And steroid ain't be not too bad. It ain't be an increasement in my muscle maturity.
Today I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. I threw a firecracker and it hit a little girl.
Hey, why did he just steal one of the great speeches from this?
You got a point there, boy. Hey, I tell you, I'm a good shot. I hit her right in the teeth. Vince Coleman sounds like he really had a firecracker explode in his mouth. Too much handling of fireworks.
2 more reports of whirlpooling.
Now, what is whirlpooling, Robin?
That's where young boys get together and surround a girl, turn up the water, and then try to grab her bathing suit and rip it off of her.
Do you know when it's happening next? I'd like to join.
When's the next showing?
That happened up in Harlem in the pool, right?
Well, one of them happened...
But they couldn't afford water in my neighborhood.
At the Betsy Head Pool in East New York.
Betsy Head?
I'd like to introduce you to my girlfriend, Betsy Head Pool.
What are we doing?
I was just going to tell you about...
Wait a second.
I was going to tell you that Gilbert will be at Club Benet tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Tomorrow night.
Did you put that down, Gilbert? So
Yeah.
Okay, Club Benet tomorrow night.
You would have shown up there tonight.
I know, I would have been, when do I go on?
9 o'clock.
Let's go back to the whirlpool.
Yes.
Who's the Club tonight? Quiet Riot?
Don't see them.
See Gilbert.
Tomorrow night, Club Benet, Sayreville.
Now, you was talking about the whirlpool incident.
That's right. The boys were ages 12, 13, and 14. They've been charged with...
Well, wait, which age are they? They can't be 3 ages. Say it's either one age or the other. I know that. You can't be 13 and 14. Once you're 14, you ain't 13 no more. What is the matter with you?
Hey, hold your presses. That ain't no whirlpool. That am a girl pool.
They were charged with molesting a 12-year-old girl. Apparently, they surrounded her
With a firecracker?
and tried to rip her suit off.
Where it is, at the Betsy Head?
Well, what is she
Betsy
wearing
Head
a
Pool.
suit in the swimming pool?
Or
Yeah.
anyway.
Why is she wearing that? She should be nude.
Luckily, Howard, 4 officers were assigned to the pool, and they rushed to her aid.
Excuse me, Officer Krupke, I was not involved.
You know, this is all part of the Don't Dish Your Sis program.
Don't did your sis.
Yeah.
Don't diss your
Damn.
sis.
The boys were arrested.
She was so damp, the firecracker went out, we shoved in her butt.
And at the Red Hook Pool in Brooklyn, this was actually not a whirlpooling incident,
Yeah?
but a seasonal pool worker
Yeah.
was charged with sexual abuse of a 13-year-old girl.
She was looking for it. I thought there was a shark on her boobie,
You know
so
what?
I tried to save her.
When you go in the water like that, you just asking for it.
Oh, dear. So anyway, they've had 17 such incidents in city pools so far this swimming season.
Let all sing that famous song, Ring Around the Vagina. You know how it go. The pool ain't safe no more for them decent kids. Now you need a cop every time we go for a swim. And then you got here the Ben Coleman and other people causing trouble. They ain't like it used to be. People going swimming up in Harlem and ringing around girls and the vagina?
They said dish you, sis. I thought they said dip you, sis.
Mayor Dingham made a mistake.
Mayor Dingle. Honorable Mayor Dingle.
Mayor Dingle said on the news that we should dip our sis.
Who am I to criticize a person like that?
He important. I thought he said, kiss your sis and put your rudder in your brother. It ain't not like...
We've got to calm down here.
That's
These
funny.
are serious stories.
Funny guys. I'm going to go see you at Club A. You're funny today.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll be all funnied out by tomorrow night.
Either by today or tomorrow.
Yeah, you could peak too soon.
Yeah. You know how he puts hardly any effort into his work.
I might be walking through it when I'm at Club Benet.
Yeah.
Right.
Hello, Mr. Benet.
Hello, Mr. Benet.
Have you ever heard of a
Is there a
situation...
pool around here, Mr. Benet?
If he wants to dip his fist.
I want to dip my fist.
Have you ever heard of a situation where a woman had twins?
Do I?
Yeah,
Wait a minute. And they were fathered by different people?
Say that again.
Run that by me
Set
again.
of twins. Set of twins.
Fathered by different people?
Two fathers.
Now, that's impossible.
They say
Were
it's
they
a-
fathered in a swimming pool?
I heard a quintuplet of different father, but never a twin.
It's a
I
10
think
in a million
Mayor Dingle should put a
percent.
stop to this.
DNA testing proved with almost surety that one man fathered...
DNA, how do you spell that?
I'm just checking the accuracy.
with almost
No,
100%
the pronunciation is
Better
with.
get out of sentence. Yeah.
sureness
Yeah.
that a man identified as HS
What?
Oh.
fathered the little girl in this set of fraternal twins.
HS, how you spell that?
But he did not father
Quit
the little
using them
boy.
big words.
Now, unfortunately, when they went to trial, this was a paternity suit. The woman, the mother of the twins...
Well,
was
I would
trying
have
to
ripped that
get-
paternity suit right off her.
Are you saying there were two separate eggs that got into her uterus?
Of course, that's how fraternal twins happen.
And that like one got fertilized from one guy.
Yes.
And then somehow she was having sex the next day and got fertilized by
From
the next
another guy, right. And then the kids were born together, but they're not fathered by the same guy.
I don't want to say nothing about it, but they should have put a firecracker in that there uterus.
Wait.
Can I rip off the tops of the old baby at the pool?
So anyway,
I fathered a few girls at a pool.
the paternity suit was denied by the judge because the judge said you have to have more than lab tests to prove that a guy fathered a child.
Mm-hmm.
She also didn't want to
Well, how else would you prove it?
have a situation. Well, you have to also prove that, they had sex at a certain time. There has to be some kind of evidence that sex occurred at the time that it was necessary to father these children. And the woman who testified on her own behalf said she might have had sex with a man identified as JR on January 27th, but she was too drunk to be sure.
Now,
She was more certain about having had sex with HS regularly.
why don't you just get an abortion instead of the whole thing?
Well, she didn't. She had the two kids, and the judge said he was also preventing a later situation that could erupt for the twins when one actually had a father that could be identified and the other one doesn't.
Am they fraternity twins or identical?
They'd be fraternity.
Fraternity. Well, that's the best to be.
Now, why is she putting eggs in her uterus anyway?
Well, yeah, that ruined it for the sex. I tried to join a fraternity at college, but never would they let me in.
I went on a paternity vacation.
Yes.
Are you to finish?
I go to Daytona for the paternity.
Yes.
Huh?
Go ahead. He's
Anyway,
confused.
yeah. The wild man of 96th Street, he was supposed to be released from Creedmoor Hospital.
Oh, you ever see that guy up at 96th
yeah.
Street? Yeah. The guy just rants and raves in the middle of the street. and now he wants to have the right to stay in the street because the residents...
No. That's not what's going on.
Well, the residents are frightened out of their mind of him.
Yes, but he was supposed to be leaving Creedmoor and going up to Connecticut somewhere to live with his son.
Yeah.
They said they got him off the crack, and he's a much more reasonable person off crack.
Yeah, he opened him for Gilbert.
They've hit a little snag because the son is about to be evicted from his house.
So what's going to happen?
So now they don't know what to do. They are not releasing him until they can be sure this man has a place to go. So he's going to stay in the hospital for a while.
Maybe that's best.
It doesn't sound like he was going to a real stable situation either. If the son is about to be evicted, the landlord there says he hasn't paid his rent in 2 months.
And he doesn't seem like a real stable guy.
Who?
That 49-year-old guy.
Well, of course he's not.
Lock him in a closet. Who cares if he ever gets out?
Please, there's plenty of people like him roaming up and down the street every day. Why are you going to keep him
Let him
up?
stay at the pool.
Meanwhile, some judge
Is there any 12, 13, 14-year-old at the pool?
Some judge yesterday, what judge was it? A federal judge, has decided that panhandlers do have the right to stand on a street corner in New York and beg you for money.
It's you, man.
May I have some money, please? I had to get into a swimming pool for my date this evening.
There was a state law banning panhandling in public places, but the Second Circuit Court of Appeals has upheld a lower court ruling saying that to deny panhandling in public places like train stations and so forth is unconstitutional and an abridgment of a panhandler's freedom of speech. So
well, I don't pay attention to that judge who make these rules.
And please tell that dog to quit sniffing me. How's a person supposed to speak freely when there's a dog sniffing at you?
Where we gonna form a circle around that dog and rape him?
When that dog going swimming next?
Bye, get him in the pool.
Here, boy.
Wham, bam. Thank you, Shazam.
Let's go out and shoot some possum now.
I have to move on.
Why? Don't you want to have fun?
No.
Robin.
You want to have fun? Go to the Montreal Comedy Festival.
No, there's no fun there.
This is work.
No, this is ratings.
Did you hear this story?
I don't know what the story is.
Well, if you would give me a chance to take a breath.
Kid, it's
Two
Friday.
little boys, Jomo and Jomi Butler.
Jomo? Jomo?
They're 14-year-old twins, another twin story. Were riding their bikes on Nostrand Avenue.
What are you, a Jomo?
When this woman accosted them on the street and said something to the effect that she was very upset with them and wanted them to stay away from her son because she knew that they were bothering him. Well, one of his Jomo, I guess, said, yeah, I know you're not talking to me because I've never done anything to your son. And they rode off. Well, I guess they got separated a little bit, and when his brother Jomi found him...
Wait, what is it?
Jomo.
Jomi and Jomo are twins?
Yes.
And their father's Groucho.
When his brother found him,
What are you, a
Jomo
Jomo pal?
was laying on the ground, so he thought he had fallen off his bike. Well, when he got to him, his brother had been shot by this woman. She was upset because her 14-year-old son stopped doing that. Her 14-year-old
That's
son
Fred playing Jackie laughing.
was being
Right.
beaten up by bullies in the neighborhood, and she had had enough, and she decided to go get a gun and shoot the little bully. She just...
Oh, man. That's a serious story. So what happened?
She just got the wrong kid.
Was that Joe Larry or Joe Mo Curly? Well, I'll tell you something. That's very sad. This is what it is. Very sad.
Well, there's something wrong with a mother who teaches... I mean, she shot this boy in front of her son.
Oh, my God.
What kind of thing is that to teach a child?
Well, at least you didn't get a firecracker in the face.
There's no way to teach your children how to solve problems. And especially if you're going to shoot the wrong kid.
But
Oh, dear. In San Francisco,
Yeah?
they've broken up another white supremacist plot
It's about time.
to bomb synagogues and military installations and to murder rap stars Ice-T and Ice Cube.
So what's wrong with that?
What? You mean there's something wrong with blowing up temples? And
Apparently, it's against the law. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Gilbert certainly doesn't know.
Well,
Is it
they
against the law to kill Ice-T?
An iceberg?
Yeah.
Who is iceberg?
Ice's T and Cube is what I
Ice-T and Cube. Ice's T and Cube squared.
So anyway, yeah, they arrested these two white 19-year-olds. They may belong to this group called the American Front.
Mm-hmm.
And they confessed to be working for some ringleader who had an ambitious murder and bombing program planned throughout Washington and Oregon. They were going to bomb synagogues, Jewish-related agencies, military facilities, and several radio and TV stations. The two rap stars, Ice-T and Ice Cube, had been specifically selected as murder targets.
Ice Tray?
That's Gilbert's name.
So anyway, they're now under arrest. This is, the second or third situation where we've had people plotting to start a race war, Howard.
Yeah. Sure, we're not helping with our
Your
impressions.
aunt today.
Mrs. T and Cube out here, ladies and gentlemen.
You haven't helped at all.
No, ruining everything. What else
Did you hear about a statement Mayor Dinkins made the other day when he was on
Well, hello there, Mr. Dingle.
WRL radio?
What did he say?
He was talking about, I guess, the Crown Heights incident.
I can't believe that Mayor Dinkins. I got to ask you this, Robert. I can't believe that there are actual polls out there. They can still find guys. I'm not even talking about black guys. Black guys are going to vote for Mayor Dinkins because he's black in a lot of cases. So he has a black vote. But there are guys, like Jews, who would vote for Mayor Dinkins after the Crown Heights affair, after he sat back, after he literally allowed a pogrom to take place. There are Jews that
pogrom?
Oh, absolutely. After they allow that to happen, that a Jew.
We don't even know what a pogrom is.
You don't know about the pogroms in World War II? Where you been? Ask Gilbert what they are. He was forced out of his home. He was there.
He was there during
Forced out of my
Crystal
home with
Crystal
my
Knock.
television.
Yeah. Please, I have a Christian father. So he would allow that to happen. And, the Jews, they always say the Jews are smart. They're not. I am convinced
that is just a stereotype.
It's a stereotype. They're as stupid as everyone else.
Well, anyway, let me tell you what Mayor Dinkins said on this radio show. He said,
"Look at her.
When I get support from brothers and sisters, I don't care what other folks are saying."
Oh, boy. Now, I did not mean to say this. I'm sure he came out with something like that.
He hasn't apologized.
I do not wish to apologize for what I said.
When we saw the blacks and the Jews fighting, we thought it was a personal dispute.
We stayed out of it.
He didn't mean to say that he didn't pay attention to the criticisms of others. He was talking about other politicians.
I got you.
But anyway, that's what Mayor Dinkins is saying on
he knows
radio shows these days.
He's only the mayor for a select group of people. For the rest of us, Mayor Koch is still the mayor.
Howard, please.
He's not the mayor of New York. I don't care.
That is disrespectful. He is the mayor of New York. Mayor Koch is retired.
Not the same New York I live in.
Well, you don't live in New York.
Oh. What else is in the news?
The Congressional Black Caucus has thrown out the one black Republican.
Robin, is this the black news?
Yes, black news today.
Any white people in the news?
No. We're only doing black news today.
Slappy White had a birthday today.
You're now listening to BET.
I tell you something. I think you're going all the black stories.
Willie Tyler and Lester are on tour.
Stories today.
Willie, Lester, and Tyler will be appearing on the Joan River Show today.
One Republican member of the House who is black, his name is Gary Franks, and he was automatically a member of the Black Congressional Caucus. Well, they have decided
Hey, what that caucus doing in here?
They have decided to vote him out because he disagrees with so many
Well, what if somebody put a caucus in my office for?
Let's hear the end of the story. What's the matter with you?
They decided to vote him out because of his radical views on things. He's not a liberal Democrat. So he differs with them on several issues, and they have decided that he can only attend the first half hour of their meetings, and then he will be excused. He won't be able to participate.
Then I have to go to the swimming pool after that.
Absolutely. Hey, let me tell you, this here am the ultimate ironic. Because on this day in 1862, George Washington Carver invented the cherry bomb, and here we got our own Vince Coleman inventing his own cherry bomb.
And the cherry bomb was made out of peanut butter.
In other news today, Wheezy from the Jeffersons entering menopause.
This is an important story.
She just done entered menopause.
Representative Frank says that liberal Democrats think that all blacks think the same way.
And they don't.
And they don't want to see or hear another view.
Franks is right. Franks is right, Robin.
Well, thank you, Howard.
Well, what do you have to thank me for?
For listening.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
And not carrying on some more.
No.
All right, you want a white story? Here's a white
All right, give a white story. Come on.
Joel Rifkin is in the news.
Now, look here, Joe Rifkin.
Joel Rifkin was mugged by 2 black men.
Right.
No, Joel Rifkin, of course, is the man who allegedly abducted and killed 17 women. They claim, the authorities are now saying that he's killed at least 19 and dismembered 3.
Why are you doing this? I can't do a Joel Rifkin impression.
See, I stopped you. They,
but if he was black, he'd sound something like this.
Oh, stop it.
Look at how I'm going to kill you.
They have removed something like 59 items and listed them in a catalog, and they said it reads like a serial killer catalog.
Well, Gilbert likes this. Gilbert's one step away from being a serial killer.
They say that he collected articles on serial killers.
Oh, look at this. Yes. An article about John Wayne Gacy. Ooh, I'm going to write him.
He poured salt over the corpses to preserve them.
Ooh.
Okay.
He also
Good move.
Yes.
collected books.
That's a good tip.
This is a good book.
Yes.
The items collected include a chainsaw, an axe maul, what is a coping saw?
Coping saw. I kept that next to my Jackie the Joke Man card.
Pruning shears.
Pruning shears. I stuck that in my buttocks every day while I masturbated.
I met a serial killer in Montreal.
He was having sex with a hooker.
A sickle, assorted knives, machetes, and several pickaxes.
Yeah, pickaxe.
He also kept a shower curtain, carpeting,
a shotgun?
plastic wrapping,
plastic wrapping.
sheeting, tarpaulins, and drop cloths. I guess that was for, laying
That's when
down
you
the
paint
dead body.
afterwards.
Hey, Fred, sound like your closet?
Police also took several used condoms. He used to save those, too.
Oh, my sperm is so important.
Oh, yes.
But this is the sperm I used on all the hookers before I killed them.
I'm going to use my sperm and make dinosaurs out of them in a big theme park.
When they solidify, they'll be worth a lot of money because I'll be the greatest murderer that ever lived.
He also had magazines, photographs, rolls of film, a pill bottle, and a hypodermic needle. As well as duct tape, trunk, lounge chair webbing.
Lounge chair webbing.
Yes.
I'll tie the girls up with
Okay, what's the crazy part of this story?
Yeah.
Line burlap and cords.
Is that weird, Robin?
What's the unusual part of this?
Gilbert has all those.
Now I got wine lap and burlap in my closet.
I am sorry to announce that the Siamese twin who was separated and not given the kidney of the 2 Siamese twins who were born in Lexington, Kentucky, she has died. Oh, Jackie.
Oh, come on, man. What's the matter with you?
That is so inappropriate. I also saw in the paper yesterday.
Yes.
I saw in the paper yesterday that they're bringing in a consultant, Howard, to fix the John and Lisa show.
Oh, yeah? Oh, wait a second. Serious story. We're going to get that. John and Lisa are in big trouble. You ever see this show? Do you watch it at all?
Yes, very good.
John and Lisa? John Tesh and Lisa Gibbons. That was a good thing to put a lot of money into.
Yeah,
You knew that would work.
Troubleshooters are now being brought in
The blonde Frankenstein stands there and tries to ad-lib.
to try to figure out how to fix this mess.
I was talking to my wife, Connie Selica, the other night, and I must tell you, we're just like every couple on the planet. We have a lot that you possibly could relate to here. So they're bringing in troubleshooters? The troubleshooters ought to shoot them. Yeah. Our lives are pretty much like yours. Yeah. Good. So good. Hi, John. What did you do last night? Yeah. And welcome to our show. My name is Lisa Gibbons, and this is my co-host, John Ted. You're married to Connie Sulliker, right?
Connie, good.
And you write songs to her and sell them on TV?
Yes, so good.
John, your shoes are so huge.
Yes. You make woman for me.
Apparently they've brought in Roger Ailes.
Yeah, they should get Frankenstein to be the host.
Coming up, interview with Henry Winkler. Billy Ray Cyrus next.
Oh. John, you're doing so good. What do we need a consultant for?
Consultant bad.
You're so much wittier than a fence post. Like most of the idiots in Hollywood.
Well, did you know that Ailes was the executive producer of the Mike Douglas Show?
Oh, yeah, he's a good guy to bring in. Mike is so animated.
And tomorrow's, the Tonight Show, the NBC Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder.
Yeah, he gave both those guys their great personalities. Mike Douglas was known for his abilities.
Yes, I'm sure that he can fix this mess.
John, I think the show's going great, for my 2 cents, if I may throw them in.
Angry villager.
I don't know why they don't think we can talk to one another or carry on a good show, because it's almost like what they are is trying to do the Regis and Kathy Lee show. And imagine your greatest aspiration in life is to be able to imitate that garbage.
And miss.
John?
Miss badly.
John? Your stitches are oozing.
You put my brain in another body.
What else is in the news, Robin?
Oh, dear.
Don't stop now. We're on a roll.
Another Canadian woman entering the talk show arena, Shirley Solomon. She's going to be on Channel 11 at 1 o'clock. I guess her show debuts Monday.
Shirley Solomon?
Yeah. And they say her theme song sounds like Oprah's.
Wait, I can do the Oprah's. And then as soon as she has a tragedy on, which is every day,
it's like Entertainment Tonight.
Right, it sounds more like that.
They slow it down when someone dies.
Is the Canadian a big fatso too?
No, she's got Joan Rivers style, they say.
Ooh, Edgar is dead, but we are going to be talking about Edgar for the whole week because it's ratings week.
Sally Jesse Raphael's way of making herself part of the story. Phil Donahue's ability to veer from lecturing to idolizing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, she's
and
all
Jerry
of them.
Springer's inability to get as down and dirty as Geraldo Rivera. So apparently she's a mix of everybody.
Oh, well, that's original.
So it'll be interesting to see how well she does in the fray. John and Lisa, by the way, are the lowest rated show in syndication at this point in time.
We try hard.
Joan Rivers is going to have a TV movie, as I mentioned earlier. Apparently the script has not been written yet.
It's about me and Edgar.
It's about actually her mother-daughter relationship after Edgar's death.
It's like Weekend at Bernie's.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gilbert Gottfried is Edgar, starring with Joan Rivers in the new exciting TV show. Hey, Gilbert, you ought to audition for the part.
Yes.
It'll be like Weekend at Bernie's. They just wheel you into different places. You play Edgar. They put those funny glasses on
I
you.
fall on my face.
Yeah.
I get hit against the wall.
Edgar, people are coming over tonight. Try to look alive.
Quick, tie a string to his hand and a weight to his chest.
Yeah, what they should do is exhume Edgar and then put him in the movie with Melissa and Joan.
Well,
and
we can write the script.
Yeah, it'll be like Weekend at Bernie's.
Oh, let's go water skiing, Edgar.
Come on, Edgar. We'll prop you up.
I bet you Joan tries to get Melissa to play herself in the movie.
Quick, Melissa, hire a puppeteer. Edgar's ready to perform.
And the coming season will be the last one for Star Trek The Next Generation, according to Paramount Pictures.
Damn. That's a good show.
Yeah.
That is a good show.
It is a great
Do you like
show.
that show?
No.
No.
No, I never watch it.
Well, you don't get TV. You have Rabbit
No,
ears.
yeah. I still get the original Star Trek on my TV.
Yeah.
But it won't be disappearing from the airwaves. All of the stations that carry it first run are committed to carrying the reruns in 5-day-a-week syndicated segments.
Why don't they just bring in Roger Ailes to fix it? He'll get higher ratings. Roger Ailes seems to know what's going on.
Well, he did the Mike Douglas show.
Yeah.
John Tesh as an alien.
Yeah, John Tesh should be in that show. That's what they should do.
There you go. They wouldn't have to make it up.
Captain Kirk. Captain Picard.
Connie.
I am from the planet Connie.
I'm fearful to do this story with the two of you.
I'm from
Planet Connie.
Connie. She is our princess.
But this is a horrendous story, Howard.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Well, then we better keep quiet.
It's just a horrible story.
Maybe you shouldn't do it today.
Yeah, I'm
You're actually
afraid.
debating.
I'm afraid to do this story.
You think it'll be politically incorrect?
Oh, I definitely know it'll be politically incorrect.
I've already lost the Kraft Miracle Whip account, so I don't care anymore.
You don't care anymore, huh?
Gilbert lost that on the Kraft Miracle Whip account because he did our show.
I wasn't on the moral basis.
Yeah, you're immoral.
Yes.
Oh, dear. Well, a 4-year-old girl was raped, and they've arrested her father.
Jackie, you got some bizarre sense of humor, pal. There's nothing funny about that.
She's a 4-year-old.
What did you say?
I'm in such a good mood from Montreal.
I'm so excited after meeting Charles Jaffe. I laugh at anything.
There were reports of a screaming child brought to the police. Or actually, it brought the police to the girl's home in Midwood in Brooklyn. At 6:20 on Wednesday, police said the child showed signs of strap marks and bruises, so they rushed her to Coney Island Hospital. Physicians there told police that she had been... Stop it, you guys. They're all in there crying.
It's like a Morgan here.
This is a sad story. Come on, you gotta hold it together.
You're right.
Doctors told them that there had been signs that she had been raped and sodomized.
Let me tell you what's going on. Every time Robin does a bad story, Fred has a tape of Jackie laughing. So Jackie's not really laughing.
No, he's
and that's
not
what's making us laugh. And it is a sad story. And we don't want to lose the Kraft account.
Yes.
I picked up that job from Gilbert.
Yes.
And I don't want to lose it.
Her 25-year-old father was arrested on charges of rape, sodomy, assault, and endangering the welfare of a child. Her 26-year-old mother was charged with endangering the welfare of a child. The newspaper is withholding the names of the people involved because the child is a victim of a sex crime. The couple has 3 other children, a 5, 7, and 11-year-old, and they have been relocated at this time.
You, man? Any firecrackers involved?
Stop it.
I'm partial to those kind of stories. Well, I'm trying to...
So let's end on a light note.
Yeah, give us a light one, Rob.
Rising Sun, the new movie with Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes opens this weekend. Here's Sean Connery talking about why he took the part.
What?
Sean Connery talking about why he took the part.
My nose is running. Gary, bring me in a tissue. Here's a tissue.
Well, I need one for my eyes.
I don't know.
You realize how funny the show is when Gilbert's here.
Yeah, he's having a ball.
He's having a ball. Oh.
This is more fun than Montreal.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd leave to go... Let me have those tissues. Thank you. Okay, now you say Sean Connery is speaking?
Yes.
It's contemporary, America and Japan, and the conflict of the two cultures. And it's a murder story, and the murder gets solved. I mean, these are all the ingredients that make for a good movie.
He's so full of himself, Sean Connery. He thinks he's so cool, doesn't he?
I'm too old to be James Bond.
I'm too old to be... I love James Bond. Now I'm bald. He's so... I mean, I don't even know what he's saying. Do you? I don't know one thing he just said. He thinks he's a king or something.
Oh, he's just so friggin' rich.
Yeah, king of all actors. Screw him.
There's nothing he can do that's wrong. And they also asked him about the controversy raging over the movie. It's been accused of Japan bashing.
There is a culture clash. That happens if you put the Irish and the Greeks together.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you put the scotch?
I just took a dump, and it's completely gift wrapped. I give it to you.
You want to get the Greeks together.
I bet you if
You're just jealous because you don't sound like
I
that.
bet you if I sorted my crap, I could probably bring in a pretty... And who cares about the Japs? I have nothing against the bloody yellow bastards. Stop pounding me about it. It's a movie, you idiots. It's just a movie.
Well, it's getting mixed reviews, so.
Good. Hope it's a failure.
That's all she wrote, folks.
Thanks, Robin. Good report. Nice job. Big round of applause for you. I was going to end up the show. I got a hold of, Gilbert, by the way. Gilbert Gottfried, the very funny and talented Gilbert Gottfried. If you're laughing,
just learned.
Yes.
if you're laughing now,
It's just in.
you will be laughing tomorrow night at Club Benet in Sayreville.
I hope it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Tomorrow night, 9 o'clock.
Confirmed.
Yeah. Gilbert was going to be there tonight.
What
is
is
it?
Sandwich?
Stuttering John?
You want a woman that's upset with Gilbert?
Yes.
Oh, and
Good.
USA up all night on Saturday before she speaks.
And Gilbert will rape Tom Benet on stage tomorrow night.
He's got a whirlpool.
Go ahead, lady. Let him have it. I was about to let him have it. So you,
Hey.
first of all, I explained to you he wasn't laughing at the 4-year-old girl. Get a brain. He wasn't laughing at the 4-year-old girl. Fred was playing the tape of Jackie laughing during the story.
Gilbert Gottfried is the biggest asshole.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Very good.
Tell us something we don't know.
Yeah. Wonder if she was Jewish. Gilbert's horny.
You can only go with you?
Yeah. His mother doesn't let him date anyone else. Gilbert Gottfried.
When he was laughing about a 4-year-old being raped, I felt he walked through it.
Yeah, but you lost the, I heard you just got back on track with Miracle Whip.
Yes.
Gilbert had this whole thing sewn up. He was going to be the voice of Miracle Whip.
Right.
They fired him after they heard him on the show because he was being outrageous.
Yes.
Not a big deal. You're still the parrot in that Disney film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good gig for you, right?
Yeah. Disney has no morality. They'll hire Gilbert.
They haven't got any problems.
No, they have no problem. They'll hire Gilbert. Let him
Miracle
work.
Whip is way too moral.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great company.
Yeah.
I think I'm sure that whatever's in there is totally healthy for people.
Well, we read the ingredients last time.
Yeah, it was really good. It seems like a really
Doesn't
good.
it, you know, you don't even have to refrigerate it. You just leave it.
Isn't that
Oh,
great?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a good thing.
It's just on the shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, I'm sure, all natural.
Yeah, that comes from the ground.
No milk, no eggs.
Yeah. Some that resembles sperm.
Yes. For the good taste of Miracle Whip.
Yeah. Okay. We have to go. Gilbert
USA up all night on Saturday.
Yeah, and your cartoon is coming out soon?
Oh, that'll be next year, Aladdin.
Aladdin.
And then Club Benet.
Cool. All
All
right.
of Club Benet.
Tomorrow night.
Okay, it is tomorrow.
I got that acoustic version of that song by...
Steel Temple Pilot?
Yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
All right, I'll close the show with that. Jackie, let me do your plug. Good thing Jackie's back so I can do all the plugs. Jackie, you're going to be appearing, Jackie Platinum Joke Page Martling, Jackie writing the comedy page for the exciting new magazine, Platinum. That's Blauweisers. Next Thursday, August 5th, will be at Jimmy's Comedy Alley on Bell Boulevard in Bayside, Queens. For dirty jokes and information, call the all-digital 516-9221. Now, Saturday night, August 7th, 2 big shows for Jackie Joke Man at the Bounty Harbor Club in Rochester, New York.
Yeah.
Go try and stump the Joke Man. Boy Gary tomorrow in Albany, New York from 5:30 to 7 p.m. for a block party outside the Knickerbocker Arena in Albany for our radio station up there in Albany.
Sounds good.
I'm an idiot. I'm a friggin' idiot.
All right. Don't miss Stuttering John hosting the Miss Hawaiian Tropic Beauty Pageant Finals this Thursday night, August 5th, yes, at Faces Nightclub in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. To get out to Stuttering John's mailing list, you can call 609-546-STUPID. 609-546-STUPID. And don't miss Pig Vomit Saturday night at Dudley's in New Rochelle. Dee Snider, our good friend tonight. Hey, you want to get out and rock. Now, here's the guy who knows how to do it. Dee Snider tonight at Steeltown in Baltimore. Saturday, July 31st. That's this Saturday night, Robin?
That would be this Saturday night.
He'll be at Chestnut Cabaret in Philadelphia. Dee Snider sounding better and looking better than ever. If you're looking for a great DJ for your wedding or summer party, call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment. Toll free from any city at 1-800-PARTY-MC. And if you want to hire Scott in the New York area, call 718-BAG-5040. You're not into Stone Temple Pilots, are you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man.
But you don't listen to music, seriously?
Yeah, man.
No, seriously, do you?
Yeah.
You can't enjoy music?
Bay City Rollers. All the new groups.
This is good. This is an acoustic version. I'll end the show with it today. I think some of the people in our audience.
Club Benet, Sayreville, and...
Gilbert at Club Benet Saturday night. He'll be performing this song.
Hurry up and get that song on before Gilbert plugs again.
This is good.
USA Up All Night.
Do you have to plug over the song?
Well, I won't walk through it this time.
Oh, we like this.
Okay. We'll start from the beginning.
And I feel the time's a ways to go.
Don't you like that?
So where you going?
Try to listen to music with Gilbert.
That's not the same.
Yeah. All right, I'll get throw up the microphones. We'll see you on
Pass
Monday.
me a joint.